This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Taylor Mouseland's probably going, hey, I just got the lucky dog. I'm happy this thing came out. And Willie Allen was about to get lapped. He's got to work in his car. And Keselowski, he's pretty good, but Harvick's catching him. He's got to make some adjustments.
Wow, we've got traction on the track right now, and that is Jason Keller.
Oh.
Wow, someone, I'm guessing someone rolled over the right rear of that car.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Trying to make that car just a little bit better for Ricky Stenhouse. Remember, this is a backup car. Still trying to dial it in, but otherwise pretty good.
And Brad Keselowski has gone too fast on the access road. He spins off of it, and he recovers. Wow, Rusty, that was close.
Yep.
Look at Carl's decision. Carl made his decision. Brad makes it late.
Brad carried more speed into this, just trying to make up a little extra ground, and you can't do it on this access road. It's too narrow. It feels off camber, meaning reverse banking, and he paid the price for it.
Back that car all up, and we're still green.
Oh, and now the two teammates together.
Oh.
Brad Coleman and Matt DiBenedetto have gotten together in turn 3.
They have taken each other out
Actually,
accidentally.
Turn 2, Rusty, that's where that happened.
And you sort of felt like that wasn't over.
Oh,
Started over.
Look at the damage.
That hurt bad.
Oh, boy, I guarantee you Joe Gibbs is home with his eyes closed right now. I hate this for an owner where both cars get wiped out in one wreck.
Well,
Very unusual.
Here's Matt, and he loses it off the corner.
He just flat gets loose and wrecks the car, but the caution flag doesn't come out, doesn't need to, keeps on
Everyone
going.
scrambles. He's nowhere near his teammate at this point. 22 laps to go here at Gateway, and the caution is out for the 4th time. Ryan Truex in trouble.
Got away from me.
2.
Man, I hate that too. He was having such a good run all night long.
Let's see what happened, Rusty. Look
Just
at the right-hand
loses
side of
it.
your picture.
See that, guys? Nobody around him. Just gets in hot and loses it.
Pretty bumpy getting into turn 1. Tires getting a little heat on them, getting aged.
You know what could be happening? A lot of times, Ricky, I believe that when the front brakes start going away, it starts locking up the rear wheels.
Great point.
That's a speculation. You know, you got to agree with Michael because, I mean, he was back there 5th or 6th. Oh, Harvick in the wall.
Yeah, that's it.
Whoa.
And that is a big hit for Kevin. He is on the backstretch, just on the exit of turn number 2. As caution comes out for the 5th time. He was running 4th when this happened, guys. Trying to get it refired.
It had the appearance of a down right front.
Man. And this was one of the cars coming into the day. Looked like he had an odds-on shot for the win. Had led laps tonight.
There was an opening in the back straightaway, and that car just jumped out into it. Oh, man, is this unusual for Kevin Harvick. He just loses it himself. Unless he had a right rear tire or a right front going down. Now watch this car. Oh, it jumps out in that outside lane. And that is the entry of the opening on the back straightaway.
Here's where he loses it. Loose off the corner and then gets both ends of the car. And there's no saving that now, Rick.
No, there's no saving it. And Kevin was squeezing the gas. I mean, he was trying to get all there was to get. And, again, change.
Has damage. He's smoking.
Yeah.
I'm not for sure it's over yet.
I don't think it is.
Oh, Allgaier bounces off the wall. Here's Stenhouse. Josh Wise going to the inside in the 7. This all happening with 7 laps to go.
Yeah, we've not given Josh Wise much attention. He deserves it. He's having a great run, charging up through here.
Stayed in the background all night long. When it came time to go, Josh Wise pushed the button, and now Allgaier and Taylor Malsom around. Joe Nemechek slams the inside wall hard.
You could tell something wasn't right with the 12 car.
There was smoke after that little contact there. The 3 wide off of turn number 4, and Allgaier has that nose really crunched in on the 12 car now. Now we're down on the inside in that 98. Here's Allgaier on the outside. Bang! Off the wall. And then as I get down into the turn, this is what the big one was
Left
about.
rear tire's flat, guys.
That was from that 3 wide racing. Somebody got into the left rear, more than likely.
And he's trying to coax it down. Taylor Malsom really came up on him there, and that young rookie just got into the back end of the 12 and spun him around.
Yeah, Justin couldn't do anything about it. He was holding on, doing the best job he could with that flat tire.
There's Malsom contact. Bliss got by. Kenny.
Oh.
Brad Keselowski. Carl Edwards bringing it to green. watching the flag, but now keeping their eye on that restart zone. Keselowski stands in the gas. Carl's with him as they cross the start-finish line.
Carl did a good job. He's maintaining there. He needs to do that if he's got any chance.
He's got to keep that high side going right now.
That was a great restart with Keselowski. He really came through the gearbox good.
Look at Brad. He tries to drift to the high side. Carl fights back. It's not over yet.
I thought he had him cleared.
Look just how close it is. Does Carl dive in on the outside? He's got to do it. Does he maintain that spot? Keselowski holds him off. Carl with the advantage coming off the corner.
Keselowski got a little bit loose getting into 3.
White flag.
Shades of Atlanta for Carl's first cup win.
Right on your bumper.
He
White
goes
flag.
to the
One more
outside,
time.
but he's got one more lap to deal with Brad Keselowski. Keselowski fights back on the inside.
Whatever happens now, this race
Oh,
will
they touch! Keselowski gets into Edwards. They save it. Drag race down the backstretch now.
That's that half car length I was talking about. They both survived it. Let's see what happens in turn 3.
Reed Sorensen waiting in the wings. Here's Keselowski on the inside. Carl Edwards, can he make it stick on the outside? Brad thought he had the best car all night. Took the inside line on the restart. This is going to be down to the wire. Oh, they touched. He spun out. Carl gets into Keselowski. Carl Edwards will win.
That's it. Checker
They
flag.
stack up
Good
behind.
job, man. You are the man. He deserved it. Good job.
I just hope Keselowski's okay here. That was a hard hit, guys.
That was
Huge
ugly.
wreck behind you. Just
That
slow
was
it down.
ugly.
Slow it down. There's a big wreck here.
Big contact on Keselowski as the other cars racing to the finish came to the line. And Keselowski got spun around hard. Carl Edwards going for the win.
We're gonna have plenty to talk about here.
Well, there's no question. Damage to the 60 as they came to the line. And there's Brad moving around in the 22 car. That is very, very good news.
And this is 2 problem weeks for Brad. I hate it for him to run out of gas last weekend. Crashes at the start-finish line this weekend. But boy, he was running great tonight. A good car throughout the night for Brad.
Let's take a look at how this happened. Did Carl wreck Brad? Is it just contact? Let's take a look.
It looks to me as though Carl thought that he was cleared and he was going to do a crossover and maybe misjudged that.
Boom, right there. Is that Bliss or Howard?
Colin Brown gets hit also and spun around. 88 car Steve Arpin. You see Luffler involved in this.
Here it is again. Carl's got that outside run. Thinks he's got the room to do it. Boy, that's such a hard angle to see if Brad came up to block in any way.
They called in a lift. We can confirm that.
There's no question there.
Guys, you got to remember, you're coming to the start-finish line, too. This is hard to say it was his fault or somebody else's fault. It's the money lap. The flag's waving.
Watch this hit by Keselowski. He's stuck on the inside line there. And just hard contact.
So glad he's okay. That was a hard hit for Keselowski.
Here's Reed Sorensen thinking he might have a shot at the win in the yellow car as Keselowski goes around, but Carl stays in it and hangs on. And then the result is big-time contact for Brad.
Yeah, this is ugly.
Well,
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.